Big AJ, and today we come in outrage. And over here we have
Tam,
who is also in outrage because wireless and the English government has gone too far this time.
No, wait.
They banned my boy Kanye West.
Wait. Welcome to another episode of Intrusive Thoughts. Kanye West, he's been banned from the UK. He tried to enter the country today to perform for Wireless, and he has been denied access to the country.
Very demure.
Thanks.
Yes. As I was saying, Kanye West should be allowed to perform at Wireless this year.
Why?
And we will not accept any other answer than yes, he is allowed into the country.
Can you stop with the plurals, please?
But you're supposed to be on my side.
Yeah, but you're moving mad.
I'm outraged.
Okay.
Why are you not outraged? Why are you not also outraged?
I'm outraged in a different way.
But you are? Okay, good. It's gang. Yeah?
I'll be like, gang.
Yeah.
Do you gang bang? I'll be outside with my gang.
UK government, we're coming for you together. Both of us.
No, we're not.
Come on, man.
Like, honestly, I just feel like the United Kingdom government has no ties, got nothing to do with what Kanye West is doing in the United States of whatever. Do you know what I mean?
And also, on another note, well, the same note, but are we not allowed to say what we want to say? If we feel
there's no freedom of speech
that
anymore.
we have a problem with anything or any person, why are we not allowed to voice it without getting into trouble, getting banned from a country, having our finances attacked? What is that about? Is that right?
It's how they control people.
Tam, are we human beings or are we some sort of lower class species living under a subservient flipping society that we have to listen to those at the top of the hierarchical status?
Okay,
what is going on
here? What? Calm down. What is your problem?
I'm outraged.
Chill, bro.
Okay, let's just see what the video says.
Oh my days!
I'll never stop if I start.
The Wireless Festival has been cancelled after its headline act, Kanye West, was banned.
Abomination!
I second that.
Order in the court. Listen, how can they cancel a whole festival? I mean, he was the headliner, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So you basically bit your nose off to spite your face.
Nah, them man got bare money. That's why they didn't care.
Yeah, but it's selfish. It's really selfish. You've ruined a whole...
It's true.
A thing. When you're an artist and he goes by the name of Ye, what has Kanye West got to do with the two?
That's very right. And I'm pretty sure it says Kanye West on his. But that's a good point.
Literally, like what has that got to do with that?
I'm gonna shut up. Go on, you tell them.
I'm really confused. I mean, if you can, explain this to us because you just do things with no explanation, then that'd be great.
That's what I'm starting to think, that they believe that they do not have to explain to us.
Yeah.
That we have no rights.
We must not explain how we feel, even though it is a law. Freedom of speech.
I'm not sure if that applies over here, but yeah, but even so,
what do you mean?
Who are you to tell us what we can say and what we don't like and what we like?
Slavery.
If he doesn't like something or a certain person or the way how he's been treated, or he feels how he's been treated by people, why can he not say so? Even if he's wrong, then it might be your job to go and explain to him as to why he's wrong and explain to everybody else that listens to him why he's not making sense. But you can't punish him because he has a problem with the way, or he feels that he has a problem with the way he's been dealt with. That's wrong. Outrage! Okay, your turn.
From entering the UK for his previous anti-Semitic remarks. But is this really the best way to deal with...
So what? We don't serve the time when we do the crime? Like, has he not been punished enough?
Bro, they put his brand in Sports Direct.
Okay, yeah, we know, but that's our point. Like, has he not been punished enough?
You mean, okay, that's a violation.
Yeah, I know. Like, working with Adidas was silly in the first place, but
true.
Even so, like, he's never allowed to live again. He's never allowed to make money for his children
to feed
again,
his
or
youths.
for himself ever again. It's diabolical.
Literally, man wants to buy a bank, and you're trying to ban him from England.
Well, they stopped him from doing that as well.
That's what I'm saying to you. Like, who are you to stop somebody from doing something that... Right, we're not even allowed to talk about you lot. And you think you can ban somebody from making a living and telling them where they can go and what they can say?
Literally.
We living on the gangs. We living on the gangs. Fuck it. Let's tell the truth about it.
Kind of like slavery, but in a different way.
Apparently, we've got all of this outrage about someone who, yes, was anti-Semitic. I am not for a minute trying to justify what he said. What he said was abhorrent and awful. But there is a context to this, and it's mental health. And that's the other inconsistency here. The likes of Sir Ed Davey and all of their ilk are perfectly happy to be doling out welfare money and Motability cars to people with mild anxiety. And yet when somebody high profile presents themselves with probably the most classically obvious case of mental ill health we've witnessed in recent years, everyone starts pointing the finger. Tim, we've returned to the Daily...
Not to mention, yeah, that we've just had the President of the United States say that he wants all of the Somalians to leave his country because he cannot stand the way that they smell. Yet,
it's true, you know.
Kanye is not allowed to have freedom of speech.
Are they not anti-Somalian?
What is the difference?
It's true.
What's the difference between Donald Trump
building a flipping wall
and Kanye West? What is the clear difference here?
A suit. On my mother's life, a suit. The people in suits here, they're in the gang, and the people that are not in the suit here, slave, like you said. You said.
That's what you've noticed. Okay, he went down a different route, but my point is that there's clearly some sort of hierarchy here.
100%.
And things that we're allowed to do and things that Donald's allowed to do. And
as I'm saying,
there's a clear difference.
We're subservient to the gangs, basically, and then they're calling us the gangs and we're the anti-Semitics, but they can do it in their own way, their passive-aggressive way or their formal way, wearing a tie, and it's no problem.
I just think it's not really, like, warranted, like, people that have a high stature or, like, make a certain amount of money, and I'm not saying that Kanye doesn't make a certain amount of money, are allowed to, like, take the mick.
I feel like it's not about the money, because the people that seem to not be in the gang, they don't get to keep their money. So the money is just like a symbol to get you all to shut up and trick your brain, basically, and they're the only ones that actually have money because they can keep it and they can take it. But if we try to take it or say, like, stand up for ourselves, like, you've been messing around with our money, or like Michael went to go and buy the Sony Masters, basically, now he will be attacked and his money will be taken. Do you understand? So the money's not really ours. It's just like, we allow you to be free. We allow you to think that you're allowed to have freedom of speech. We allow you to think that you have money. But really, as soon as you do anything that we do not agree with, or you're making us look bad, basically, trying to disrespect our gang, that's it, you're over with. And we can't even stick up for each other because
we don't even support one another anyway.
Right, we all turn against each other by the same people anyway.
I was just about to say that. It's bittersweet. It's flipping bittersweet because they're showing you how a real community should be. Yet we fight amongst one another.
But it's not a community, Tam. This is a gang, man. This is wrong. Like they are winning and in the wrong, and we are like losing but in the right. Basically, that's what's going on here. Like it's terrible, man. What they're doing to the man, and then as well, whenever it suits them, he has mental health, right? But he has mental health, you're giving him Adidas deals. He has mental health, you're saying he can go to wireless, basically. He has mental health, he's allowed to be a billionaire and have everything here. But as soon as he says something funny, oh my gosh, he has mental health. Like, do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Like I said, it's one big contradiction.
Literally, the rules only apply to some people and used by the other set of people.
Literally.
And let the guy in the country. What's he going to do? Look at the people you let in there.
My initial point, what has the UK got to do with the US politics? When Trump was telling you to go and help him back his war, you said you didn't want no parts. So why are you nothing up yourself now? I don't get it.
We don't get it.
Studio, because there's breaking news. Now we have agitating over whether or not Kanye West, the US rapper, should or shouldn't perform at the Wireless Festival. You're now back home again.
She seems like she has tickets and she's meant to be there. She's pissed off.
Now, this is the latest. Okay, Kanye West has been banned from the UK. He is not being given a visa, or actually an ETA, that electronic travel authorization. Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary, said, no, you're far too anti-Semitic to enter these shores. And so Wireless, in turn, who have been under pressure for the last 24 hours to stop this festival, or at least Kanye West's involvement in it from going ahead, have now said, OK, well, if we don't have our headline act, then we're going to cancel the whole festival.
Good for them.
Is this a case of giant overkill? Or if someone like West does suggest that he is a Nazi, Tim, then maybe he shouldn't be allowed into Blighty at all.
Well, he has, of course, apologised for his past statements, including publishing a full-page letter.
Not to mention, we have, what's his name? Prince Andrew. Has he apologised? But he's allowed to roam the world, roam the country, roam the streets and do what he wants to do.
Right, you got Trump saying he's going to obliterate the civilization tonight, anytime he feels like it. Take all of their stuff.
Yeah.
And then
And
the
take
royal
over
family's
Cuba.
going over there to have flipping tea and scones. Come on, mate. Outrage. I'm honestly starting to think here that they're convincing the people that make problems that they have mental health here. And the people that tell you that you have mental health are the real mental health in the world. Psychopaths.
Okay.
Psychopaths. You're telling somebody they can't come to a country because they voiced their opinion against somebody. They didn't attack them. They didn't try to flip and hurt them. They didn't say, I'm going to obliterate your civilization. They didn't convince anybody to go and do anything bad to anybody. They didn't incite violence. They just said, I'm being treated unfairly, I feel like.
Yeah.
And it's always been happening as far as I can see. That's what they said. That's what he said, pretty much. Now you're messing up the guy's whole life. And it's been happening for years, like, as well. If you're trying to punish somebody, why are you punishing him for a decade, basically? Like, what is that about? Torture. I'm pretty sure torture is a war crime.
So he would say that, yes, he said things that were wrong in the past, but he has apologised for them, and he's willing to go further. He was offering to meet with Jewish groups when he came to the UK. And as of this morning, which is one reason why we recorded one version of this and now having to do another, the person running the festival came out in his defence and said that we ought to give people a second chance. Also, if we are operating in the spirit of free speech, and when this country...
One thing, on another note, the same note, but this is why I rate, Islam, though. They're the only people that you're not going to say that stuff to. Everybody else, every colour, every other religion, every other race, whatever, basically, they just get oppressed and, like, they accept it. But then, man, you wouldn't even try. You wouldn't even try to tell them, like, what they can say and what they can think. They're all going to come for you, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Because they're, again, a community that backs each other. Every brother
unity,
is a brother.
yeah.
That's their standpoint.
Right,
so it's just a shame that people don't have that same loyalty to the people that they should have.
I think black people, they should stand behind Kanye on this. No homes, literally.
Yeah.
I think he was wrong, but they're going too far, man. You can't
And
do
like
anything that
he's
you
just
want to
said-
us, and you've been doing it to us forever. Like,
Yeah, and like he
literally.
just said, he's apologised.
Literally.
Like, Trump hasn't
what more do
apologised.
you want?
Prince Andrew hasn't apologised. Epstein is alive somewhere and hasn't apologised. Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, you want to carry the cross for 40 days in front of your eyes to make you happy or something. You said
Literally.
sorry. Literally. Bumballs.
Really great. It was somewhere that was renowned throughout ancien regime Europe for being unusually friendly towards free speech, such that many people came from abroad to exercise.
Free speech, Tam. Free. Keyword free. How has it become so expensive?
I don't know, man.
Bumbleclarted.
Here, this is where in the 19th century Karl
Outrage.
Marx wrote Das Kapital. This is where in the early 20th century Lenin met Trotsky for the first time. So we've got a long history of being open to people coming here and speaking their minds. Having said that, though, I don't think it's entirely contradictory to say free speech for British citizens, yes, but we do control and have a say over who gets in and who is allowed to speak here. If you think about it, that's the point of Brexit, isn't it? It's border control. It's the ability and the freedom to say no, including to extremists. And that means saying no.
He's not a speaker, he's an artist. His job is to communicate what he sees going on in society and in culture. He's supposed to reflect the feelings and the emotions of the people that he cares about the most.
He's not going to understand that. Look
He's
at
not
his
a
background.
speaker, bro.
Look what's around him. He will never understand it.
Literally, he has the poetic license to be even wrong as well, because emotions are not always right, but it's his job to voice it.
She told us from the jump. Look at his headphones. He
Now
doesn't know what he's talking
He's
about.
facing immigration problems, bro. Oh, outrage.
Islamist extremists. It also means saying no to pop stars who we regard as extremists. Theresa May blocked a rapper from coming to this country in 2015 called Tyler, the Creator. And just recently, a Dutch woman whose name I'm not even going to bother to try to pronounce.
Yes.
Was
Oh, we get that up.
Oh my days.
by the Labour government from coming in. She had been critical of Starmer and of his immigration policy, and they said that it would be bad for the community.
Even Geert Wilders was banned as well, wasn't he? The Dutch politician at one point. I mean, he is hard.
And I believe David Duke, the plastic surgery enhanced white supremacist, has been banned since 1978. So it's, we've got a mixed history on this, and it's not unreasonable. And this is coming off the back of ambulances having been set fire to in London, Jewish-run ambulances having been set fire to. And of course, last year, Jews were actually...
What has that got to do with Kanye?
I'm saying to you.
The guy wasn't even in the country. He's not even allowed to enter. What has that got to do with Kanye?
Killed at a synagogue in Britain. So there is a context to saying we just...
I don't want to listen to him. He's a dumbass.
Apology for his behaviour, blaming it on mental health, and I appreciate there is the Roseanne Barr argument to employ here. She famously compared one of Barack Obama's aides to a monkey and then blamed it on the fact that she'd been taking Ambien, which is like a pain relief medication in America. And you have to ask yourself...
Do you believe that it's actually mental health, though?
What, for Kanye?
Yeah, or do you think he's just like, I can't bother with this stuff no more, like, just put it to that and just move on, basically?
No, at first I did. And I believe that he's had the right help. Like, he's had someone that's been by his side that's helped him to succumb that. Obviously, Kim didn't do her legal duties as a wife.
Yeah, she just left him in the lurch, man. But, so you don't think he actually means what he said? Any of that stuff?
No, he did mean it. He was just in a state of mind where he didn't really understand what he was saying. Like, everyone has said something that they've gone back and regretted with hindsight. Like he said, people should be allowed a second chance.
Okay. I think he means it, man.
He does
I
mean
think
it.
they've been doing a lot of bad stuff to him behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And he just was tired of it. And then maybe he didn't pick the right words.
Yeah.
But I think the sentiment of what he was saying, I think he meant it.
At least he didn't act on it like Prince Andrew.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. He didn't act. He hasn't done anything. Like, you should be allowed to voice that you're pissed off, basically, or you feeling attacked. Because imagine you're actually being attacked. Mm-hmm. You're not allowed to say, I need help. This group of people are flipping attacking me.
Yeah.
Like, that is messed up that you're being punished for that.
Literally. Whether
you're right or wrong. Because if you think that you're in harm's way, you should be allowed to voice that you need help. Literally, yeah.
Right, let's see.
Hang on a minute, Roseanne. Okay. I'm not sure on the list of side effects.
If you read the bottle, it says can result in headaches, loss of sleep, and, of course, racism.
Yes, indeed. Okay. So I'm not excusing any behaviour here, but there is an explanation for why he completely lost it.
So sorry to stop again, yeah. Furthermore, Tam, yeah. Who faced more racism than Kanye West and his people?
Exactly.
When did they ever ban somebody from coming to a country and stop their money? They paid them for the abuse that his people took. And then this guy, he just voiced that he feels he's being abused or he has a little bit of an issue with them, yeah? And look at how much trouble he's got into and how much, consequences he's had to face.
Yeah.
Where's the consequence for everything else that's happened?
I feel like he's been reprimanded wrongfully, man.
Outrageously. That's where the outrage on my side is coming from.
I think West had a very, very public nervous breakdown at some point between his marriage to Kim Kardashian and his marriage to his new wife. I think she's called Bianca Cesori, who, by the way, weirdly, is constantly appearing in public with her boobs out. And I don't get that either. And there is an argument to be saying, this guy only wants to make money. He's a controversialist. Who the hell were all these people helping him to put out an album entitled Heil Hitler? Why has he been elevated to this status of such world fame that he thinks he's a cut above the rest? And this is the right way to treat him. But if you don't mind me saying, I do rather take objection to figures like the Liberal Democrat, I'll remind you of the words Liberal and Democrat leader, Sir Ed Davey, getting his knickers in an enormous twist about this appearance at the Wireless Festival, but not really having anything to say about the quite outwardly anti-Semitic remarks that have been made by actual parliamentarians, or at least pretenders to the throne. Let's talk about the Deputy Leader of the Greens, Muffin Ali, and his celebration of the October 7th attacks and his description of a rabbi as, quotes, an animal. That's on.
See? You see? Only they're allowed.
That's what I'm saying to you. And then, yeah, why is it that they're trying to say that you think you're a cut above the rest or you think you're above people just because you say what's on your mind? That's what I'm trying to say to you. It's like the people that are saying that you have mental health because just because you are in a position where you have to worry about your job or worry about your position that you've been given somehow through nepotism or something, that you can't say what's on your mind. How dare you go and say that somebody who's got themselves into the position where they have billions or hundreds of millions, they can do and say as they like. Now you call them mad or crazy or mental because they just have no fear of saying what they think.
Literally.
Whereas you do. So who's the mad person? You're basically living in paranoia. Literally. You can say what you think. You just can't act on it.
Called. Nobody says anything about that. Other figures that were let into the UK are people like Manchester Arena bomber Salman Abedi. Again, sorry to come over all Douglas Murray, but they were allowed to remain. We've got Rochdale rapists who have actually been deported and lost appeals, still living in Rochdale because they've renounced their Pakistani heritage. They're still in the country.
Right.
But apparently...
Not to mention the people that are living on the flipping canal. Hey?
Literally.
Hey?
Yeah.
How you going to explain that?
Literally. The ones that keep the little toys in the windows to lure in their flipping prey.
Literally.
Literally.
But the person that's been very vocal and honest and clear about how they feel is not allowed. Yet the people that are hiding behind closed curtains, committing disgusting acts of crime, are here being supported.
They're being helped and
literally,
provided
it's ridiculous. No, I don't want to see you. You're annoying. Hold on. You need to shush. You have nothing good to say. You've got nothing good.
Yeah,
she's a G. She's got a black husband, actually.
Nah, she's got wireless tickets.
Yeah, literally, that's what I said. She's got a wireless ticket. So, yeah.
I like a teapot.
I've got a pink one. So, yeah, I do. It's just not here.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Sorry?
It's just not here.
Where is it?
My mum's house.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't you remember when I gave us a tea party?
I'm still trying to waste me for the internet. I don't know what she's talking about.
Meow.